Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. I'm Duke Skyloafer, and I've got... hang on. There we go. I've got Nanav in the chat with me. Everybody else is probably out celebrating... Actually, I don't know what they're celebrating, because half the people we hang out with are not Americans, but whatever. There is a 4th of July happening by my house, and it just sounds like someone's cooking like the world's largest popcorn maker out there right now. We don't have our like town fireworks show until tomorrow, but fireworks are legal where I live, so it's just the neighborhood is just shooting off like billions and billions of dollars of fireworks. That's an exaggeration, but probably a lot of money worth of fireworks are being blown off right now. So I was just asking Nanav if he found my ship again and removed my dead engineer that he had left me, and I believe he was saying yes. But now he's muted, so I don't know. So, my plan for today, if I could remember how to fly, there we go. We are going to put... where's the sun? Okay, sun's over there. Okay. We're going to finish working on the wings. Get the wings set up to a good location. I'm hanging out by the uranium asteroid here. Yeah, get the wings to a decent shape that I don't hate. Maybe not perfect, but just something that I don't hate. And also I'm going to put at least one firework launcher on the wing in order to, you know, be a true American. So that's the plan for today. I suspect it's going to be a pretty chill day. I think I'm going to put my firework launcher right, perhaps right here. And for that, I will use one of those. We'll stick it right on top. If you're watching the stream in the chat, let me know if the audio starts to sound weird. I was doing Riven yesterday, and Rumble Strip was telling me the audio sounded like staticky. And there was like a static in the actual game, but then I went back and watched some of the actual stream, and it was not game static. It was actual, like real, like it was popping and clicking. So let me know if anything sounds weird, just because it doesn't sound weird in my headphones, and it wasn't showing up in the like volume levels of OBS. So I didn't have any way to know. I couldn't monitor it. It was only on the once it hit YouTube, so...
And don't worry, your parking spot is still safe.
Thanks. I'm picking a new parking spot every time, and somehow you keep finding it.
Well, when you have a certain set of, or when you have a particular set of space engineer skills, you can remove corpses without ever being near them.
Oh, you know, that makes sense. I didn't even think about that. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of like necromancy. Not exactly. Space necromancy. Oops.
But yeah, that was just the info tab. And are you sure you want to delete all your blocks from Eagle 5?
Yeah. Smart. Actually, you know, that something had occurred to me while I was on vacation. Like the first week I went on vacation, this occurred to me. Where's the... Okay, so when I left, I was looking at all of the grids that are mine, and I have the Ore Scout underneath the ship, I have Eagle 5, and then there's a couple of other grids. And there's one that's 3 blocks, one that's 2 blocks, one that's 13 blocks. So, I think it counts subgrids, right?
3 block or 2 block could be the ore scanner subgrid. But you got rid of that, didn't you?
Yeah, I got rid of that. But I do have my drills that I push forward. And one of those is a, like, 2 block subgrid. Although the other one is, yeah, okay, so the very end of it, there goes those fireworks, is that's probably my 13 block subgrid. My 2-block subgrid is probably just the middle piston and its piston head. And then I was trying to think, well, what's the 3-block subgrid? Because I don't have another subgrid. And then it occurred to me way, way, way back, I had a I was trying to drain a hydrogen tank or something like that. I was trying to drain an engine, a hydrogen engine, and I had an oxygen tank attached to it. And then I jumped away and was like, oh, the engine's not here anymore. I left it somewhere. I accidentally detached it from the ship and jumped away from it. So it's floating somewhere in the world. But because it's a hydrogen engine with hydrogen in it and no blocks attached to it using power, it is powered and will never die. So it's been floating around in space for like 3 weeks. I'm going to leave it.
Also double check that ore scout. There might still be a hinge on it if I remember right.
No, oops, I just smashed into it. The hinge is there, but it's like the hinge part is there, but the hinge on the back of it is gone.
Okay.
So it's just one grid now.
Okay, just got a little miner and big blue. There we go.
There we go. All right, now what do I need to make a fireworks launcher? Here we go. Oh, you know what? I never checked. Does the fireworks launcher have a... It does not have a conveyor on the bottom, does it? You gotta load it manually.
Large did, but small did not.
Am I... No, I don't see it on either one. I'm going to put it on top of a conveyor and then see what happens. If the game doesn't freeze up on
those
me.
blocks I've really messed with.
Well, actually, I think I want it to face the other direction here. If it's not quite streaming into the game yet. There we go. Did you just jump to the asteroid?
Yep.
Okay, that would be what all the streaming is about. There we go. It was trying to... It couldn't even load the build state of the fireworks launcher.
So, yeah, mid-ion conversion. Ran out of platinum, so I'll be around.
All right. You got GPSs for platinum?
Yep.
Oh, you know, I did. Let me test this. Did that work? No, that didn't work. What happened here? I thought I had made a... Let's see, is it not? Oh, yeah, there it goes. Yeah, there it is. You can't really see it unless I do this, but I came up with a way to blur part of the screen where the chat goes in my so there you go. I can turn it on and off. Now it's gone.
Oh, nice.
All right, so yeah, it looks like I have to load the firework launchers from the outside. That's okay. Okay, we need to make some ammo. And the ammo is... Or is it under ammo? Man, the game is really being slow.
I'm about to pop out of this area, so...
That might help.
So See, there's disappearing streaming as well.
What is the... Do you know what the firework ammo is called?
I think it's got its own tab, I think, over by... Is it under the astronaut helmet at the top?
Oh,
One to the right.
I'm looking in... I mean, in the, like, production tab.
It was like
There's
one to
the
right of the suitcase that you're on.
flare gun clip. Is that what it is? Oh, fireworks red, fireworks green. Oh, it's just I wasn't looking at the logo. Yeah, okay. Why wasn't it coming up when I... Oh, because I was in the wrong thing. Okay. What colors do we want? Obviously, there's no... Come on, catch up.
Energy low.
Oh, now my energy's low. Let's see. We definitely need red and blue. There isn't any white, so we're just going to shoot red and blue. While I go charge up. Alright, and just to do a test, just to be 100% sure, I cannot move this into the firework launcher through here. No. Okay, so it's got to be loaded through the top. And I can only hold 5 things. Oh, interesting. Oh no, that's not interesting at all. That's that makes sense. Okay. All right. I'm going to do a test. Test fire. How will it decide which color to shoot? We don't know. I'm assuming...
I guess leftmost first.
I'm going to say shoot once. Here we go. Ah, there we go. I like the... I think I'm going to stick with the blue ones because they launch red and then they explode blue. I think that's a fair compromise. Okay, how many did that use up? Cool, cool. All right, we'll just throw... I'm going to just put these away. Alright, then back to the shape of the wing. Is this... Let's see, because we could do... What did I put on the front here? We could probably still do like a little bit of a point going forward if we really wanted to. What would that look like? All right. Slope transition base. Mirrored. So if we did... No, this is not the right piece. We need more like... Hey, Rumblestrip. How you doing? Could do like that. And then we would get to... How fast do we want this to slope? We could do... No, not that. We'd probably want that. I'm doing good. You having a good 4th of July?
Kind of quiet over here.
Good, good. Let's see.
I'm a few hours off from you. It's still bright here.
Oh, yeah. It's, what time is it right now? It's about almost 10 o'clock. It is getting... this is going to go on for a while. These fireworks. So. Is that how I want this to go? I guess I could do this as a... Go to a point. Yeah, we could do that. I guess I could have put a row down the middle to make this more symmetrical. Or like even, or odd rather. Rumble Strip, when you say you aren't working, do you mean as a permanent situation or just today because it's a holiday? I'm hoping the second one. Let's see, what if we did this, then just kind of tried to quickly wrap this back in. Okay, good. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see. So then get rid of that. And this would just be a... could be this. It could not be this. It would have to be this. And then this, I think. Yeah. Yeah, from the top, that is not the best look. From the side, when it's welded, I think that's going to look okay. I'm going to allow it. Alright, let's go to the back here. Figure this out. So we did... we just did slopes like this. Yeah, we could just do that. Then whip it around. What did I do there? We did... Do I want to do a kind of like point on the back? Or not? Yeah, we could do. Could do that and just kind of leave that sticking out. That could be okay. Then we'll have... How close do we want to mirror that? So that's 1, 2, 3 blocks. That would be pretty much all of my blocks. So we'll start it here. was that one that I was using? Was it this one? No, definitely not. This one. There we go. Yeah, it's a little asymmetric. Kind of what I was going for. I don't really like it, I'm going to be honest. But it's not the worst. It's not the worst. Maybe when it's welded up, it'll be better. I do want to do like some short. Here we go. Like, could just get a little. Oh, actually, this might be better as. No, I don't think we're gonna have. I'm trying to think if there's like a. I need steel plate. If there's like a better thing, like a plate panel thing, or a girder, something like that, that could go there instead. But I don't think so. I don't think we have all the shapes. So. I think I could have put girder underneath these. That might have been interesting looking. Maybe we'll try that. Yeah. Just a little bit of extra depth. That's not going to really affect much. Could even curl it around all the way. All right, let me grab a ton of steel plate and weld this up. See what it looks like. The fireworks are starting to slow down out here. People must be getting tired / running out of money. Ow.
Energy low.
There we go. Queue up a bunch of steel plates. Take a quick drink while that's queuing up. All right. Let's grab some of that. Then I got to think of what I'm going to use to cover up the pipes here. Hey, Rumblestrip, how does the audio sound? I was going back and listening. I was saying this earlier before you came on, I think. I was listening to the Riven VOD, and I totally heard the static you were talking about, and it was not what was from the game. Like, it was caused by the game, but I couldn't hear it in my headphones. And it wasn't showing up in OBS's meters, so it was definitely like something up with the encoding or something. So if it sounds weird here, let me know. The reason I was going back through the Ribbon stream was because I didn't want to, like, go to, like, a guide and look up solutions to anything. I'm trying to keep it all my own investigative work, but I thought to myself, it's only, like, a light cheating if I go back and just watch my own recording to see what I looked at in a different place as opposed to walking all the way back there. So I was going back and looking at, like, rereading the journals and looking at the symbols in the windows and the dome and stuff. So made a whole bunch more notes so that I can, next time I play, I should be able to solve some more puzzles. But I don't know when I'm going to pick it back up again. Might be a week or two. There's also Earth Defense Force 6 coming out in a couple weeks, and we might be switching over from 5 to 6 on Fridays. 5 to 6 on Fridays. You know, this week I should actually look at what the refinery is doing. Last week I said I was going to look at what the refineries are doing and then never looked. So, looks like they are on magnesium. And they don't really need to be. Platinum could still be good. What ingots am I low on? Cobalt. Cobalt. Do I have cobalt ore? Yes. So let's grab some cobalt ore. Get the magnesium out of here. Put the cobalt up first. And then I could switch back to... Actually, no, let's take the platinum out entirely, because I've got a lot of that now. There we go. Get the magnesium out. And then... should I do some silver, maybe? Or more uranium? What did I have in the ingots? Silver, we got some. Oh, looks like maybe gold. I don't have any gold in here, so let's get the gold lined up next. Gold is... oh, that one. Okay. And I don't have a lot of gold. Okay, I might have to go digging for gold sometime soon.
There's a bookmark over by that uranium for gold.
In the same...
You got that saved.
Yeah, I think I've got that. Now that I've got the jump drive, any of my old bookmarks should be fine that I made while traveling unnecessarily long distances. One, two, three. Yeah, let's just grab a bunch. All right. Yeah, it looks okay. Looks kind of like almost like a battleship. I'm not super thrilled by how the front turned out. Like, I wanted it to kind of angle in like that, but I think this has to be different. How will it be different? How could I do that? I think I have an idea. Could I go... Yeah, okay, let's get rid of this. Alright, let's keep that last piece there for now. Let's throw you in. And then... you there. Ooh. Ooh, is that a shape that I have? It might be. No, although that could be. That could be made to fit there.
Yeah, there's one of the special, or one of the newer blocks that goes from the
Yeah.
2x1 to the little quarter corner.
Yeah, I think that would be... Well, it doesn't have to be perfectly aligned. But... Ooh, here we go. Is this the one, or is this facing the wrong way? No, that's it, right? That is it. Okay, cool. Then I need that little teeny tiny tip. Where did they... I remember they stuck that one where it didn't make sense. There it is. Okay. Does that look... Wait a minute. Oh.
Yeah, that one.
That...
Right, I'm watching the stream 30 seconds behind you.
Yeah. That happens. I do it. I have it on the highest delay so that I can generate closed captioning for me. But that is the wrong thing for there. But there is a block for this. So I think I just had the block turned the wrong way. Yeah, no, this is not the correct... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, this is not the block that I need. Now, let's see. This one...
The fun of watching somebody on YouTube and screaming in my own head, press this keybind, which is only applicable to my interface.
Yeah, it's funny. I get a lot of comments on the videos from people who are like watching from the beginning, and they're like, yeah, like watching episode 2 or something like that, and you know, they'll be like, you should do this. Obviously, you should do this. I'm like, yep, wait till you get to episode 4 or whatever. I'll figure it out. Sometimes I'm just a little bit behind. All right. I know there is a shape for this. I feel it in my gut.
That's the 2x1 diagonal section.
2x1. That's not a... That's... I understand those words individually, but I don't recognize that as a block. It's
exactly
not...
the problem. In my head, it's press 8.
Well, that one. Oh, ooh. No. Maybe. No, it's the inverse of this one. I know there's a block for this. Just don't know where it is. Is it this? I think I might have a winner here. No.
I think you're in the right section.
I am in the right section.
But if you keep scrolling, there's the full block that just has the corner nicked out of it.
That's it. This is the one. Boom. All right, everybody. You could all get off the ledges. We're good. We figured it out. I don't really care for how the textures line up, but I think the shape is a little bit better. Now I'm kind of thinking I need to mirror that on the other side. So we're going to do this whole exercise again. Okay, so where did I just get that block from, everybody? There it is. Do I want to use the same? Yeah, I guess I do. Okay, so we're going to put that there. That there. Then we could... Yes, this side is going a lot better. See, now that side looks a lot better. I guess that's okay. Yeah, it's fine. Nobody looked too hard at that. It's fine. Yeah, I can't. I gotta fix this. How am I gonna fix this? Do we take out the middle? Yeah, I think we take out the middle. Okay. Just make it symmetrical-ish. Symmetry-esque. Actually, we might need that one. Yeah, let's keep that one. Alright, so we are going to put in...
You need symmetry in your symmetry.
Yeah, symmetry, but, you know, not too much. No.
Okay, I don't like this cobalt. Another cobalt.
What did I do over there? Okay, so we hit that one. And then we just sloped right into that. Cool. Cool. Okay. So, what are you? You're that thing. Then, do I have a thing that slopes into that, or do I need to... what did I do over here? Yeah. Yeah, okay. And where this block is anyone's guess.
Much better deposit.
There we go. Nope. That should go... oh no, I was right the first time. Tip. There we go. No. That... is that what I did? That's not what I did. What is this thing? This is a light armor slope transition tip. Well, obviously, but what is light armor slope transition tip? So it's got to be the mirrored version. Slip tip mirrored. So how did I... like that, right? No. Oh, now it's upside down. Man, I should probably just call it a day already, because I cannot figure out how I... that has to be wrong. I have to have set that up wrong. Because this would go... like that. That's the mirror of it. But it's mirrored that way.
And you got the thin transition piece, and then there's the thicker transition piece that'll go from... might fit the... where the 2x1 base is, just before the transition there.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
that's
not...
not what you got.
I'm not at that part of the... I'm still trying to figure out, because that's... oh. 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 Okay. Right. Right. Okay. I'm one block off on the pattern here. This is wrong. And that means that is wrong. Okay. That's what's going on. That's why I can't match it up. That has to go like that. Then we can do... right? Because that's that. And then this one is just light armor. Why did I do this? That's fine. Whatever. We'll just... I already did it on one side. Might as well just do it again. This guy. Right. There we go. That's the guy. All right, and now this should fit. Where is it? Tip mirrored. Yep, there we go. All good. Problem solved. I'm missing one piece, but I'll get it in a second. Okay. Whew. Man. Devil Knight, Josh, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I am in the wrong piece. There we go. Okay. There we go. Not the worst, is all I have to say about that. Not the worst. Now I don't like the way it's got one little thing sticking out in the back here, so we're going to just take that out. Yep, just like that. All right. Let's see, it's kind of symmetrical. Yeah, this needs to be more symmetrical. I didn't want to make this thicker, but I'm going to make it thicker. Alright, so on the other side we did this, and then that. There we go. Oh, it worked. Yeah, it looks okay.
Energy low.
Perfect timing. I have no idea what the scale of a battle star is, so I suspect it's much larger than I'm willing to actually make, especially on a live server. Did I leave? I hope I left that one block space in between here. Yeah, so I could kind of cover up these pipes if I want. All right, so that's what one side looks like. It's going to be fun to duplicate this on the other side. An old school base star like the circular disc things, Rumble Strip. I don't. Circles in Space Engineers. Blasphemy. All right, what are we doing with this front thing here? And when am I going to put more upwards and downwards facing thrusters? Lots of questions today. What are we going to do with these front wings? I need at least probably at least 2 solar panels. We could lose the front wings entirely. And maybe add solar panels to the back or the top even. They wouldn't get, yeah, anything other than wings wouldn't get solar on the bottom when the sun is under it. Well, we could just, let's see, let's get rid of you. Since I'm almost certainly not going to finish both sides of this today, the ship is just going to spend some time being like an example. Like one side will be old and the other side will be new. But yeah, we could just take off the angled parts and we could just do just like 3 panels. 2 or 3 panels here in a row. They won't stick out too far. And actually, we could probably go back one more. Yeah. Then we'll get one additional panel in here, and that will help compensate for the lack of, you know, that they're basically going to be blocked half the time. So do that, and That's going to stick out forward too far, isn't it? That's okay, we'll fix that. We will fix that by changing how the front works. Should do these thrusters too. Oh, I'm sorry, did I take out your favorite panel? I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't change that. How badly do I care that that isn't going to line up? Do I care? I don't care. Don't look at it. Come on. There we go. Okay. Now for the fun part, because these are one block lower than the others. So, taking a quick sip, hang on. It's important to stay hydrated, as I always say. And there may or may not be a server restart coming soon. And if I don't drink all my water, then I won't be able to... Yeah, I won't have any water to refill when I go to refill water. Okay. I was trying to think through if I need to do anything else here. So if we did, like... I don't have any materials on me here. What if we did like... did Nightbot just go crazy on Rumble Strip? Don't you know, try to take your frustrations out on not the chat. Your frustrations with my choice of which things to delete. Alright, so what do we do? Do I want that to be... No, not yet. There's our server restart. 10 minutes. So, as usual, server restart. We'll take a quick break. I'll go refill my water. And we will be back when it's done. So we'll hang out here until the restart happens and then head out. And it's a good opportunity to go and throw a like on the video if you haven't already thrown a like on the video. What do I want this to actually look like under here? Do I care? And how badly do I care? We could do that and just go straight in with blocks. I don't really want to actually necessarily block this whole thing off, no pun intended. So what's the opposite of that one? It is like this one, right? What does that look like from the top? We could see that. Yeah, let's not do this. Let's do... let's do a half. No, not like this. Not like this. Not like that either. Where's that? There it is. That's what I'm looking for. So just one of these. And then we can kind of grow from here. Okay, how does that look from the outside then? Yeah, it looks a little bit better. It's a little flat on top, but that's okay. Oh, yeah, here. Then we could throw... Oh, I can't. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. It looks okay. Exactly. You nailed it, Rumblestrip. Alright, we're going to be not too crazy with the front here. It's just going to be these things. Oh, let's do a point. Let's make it pointy. At the front, right here. Boom. Pointy. Let's not make it pointy. Let's make it expand out into that front there, because we're going to take this out.
Low. Inventory full.
Well, that's never... We're not getting that back. What do I have in the inventory? That's all... Oh, it's all just the steel plate. Let's dump some of that into some things here. Rumblestrip, what are you doing? Nightbot's gonna ban you. And I don't remember how to unban him, or unban you. Hey James, you got here just in time for the server restart in 5 minutes. And, but we'll only be gone for like a minute or two. Alright, so if I wanted to have that merge into that as a shape, I think we are probably going to want to do something like... no, there's this thing. That's what I want. Go like that. Hit on that. Oh, that's perfect. Then we're just in it. We're in it to win it now. I kind of like that. And it kind of flares out and then comes back into this. Then we'll do... Oh, I got a camera there. Great. Makes sense. Alright. Then on the other side, we'll do the same thing. Maybe before I spend a whole bunch of time finishing up the other side there, making the other side look the same, we will spend some time kind of covering up this middle section and making an actual hull kind of a thing there. I should probably move the ship to a place where the asteroid's not going to block my sun. My precious, precious sun. Let's see, where... I'm already facing east-west here. So, I guess anywhere over this way. Look how fast I can accelerate now. With only slight amounts of creaking noises. Mm-hmm. Should do some work underneath those wings too a little bit today. Yeah, there we go. Pretty sure I mentioned this, but I came up with a way, I figured it out, to blur the side of the screen. You can't really see it right now, but you see how where the chat shows up? You can see it. It's all blurry. Look at that. Can't see anything that's over there now. Boom. I just have to... You got to give me a heads up because I don't want to keep part of my screen blurred all the time. But I can totally blur out the chat. Actually, it doesn't blur out the bottom where you actually type. I should blur out that part too. Remind me when we get back from the server restart to... Oh, there's the 1 minute. Don't check out the blurry. Don't look at it. Okay. All right, I'm getting in my cryopod, and we will be back. I'm gonna find some fun music for us to listen to for like 3 minutes. Yep, there we go. And yeah, talk to you guys in like 3-ish. Where's my... Wait a minute, where's my play button? There, okay, there we go. All right. We are back. Who is flying around out there?
Oh, I'm back as well.
There he goes. Flying around. Okay. I was going to see. Yeah, so I just want to turn on my blur thing for a second here. And let's see. We just need to extend the bottom of it down just a little bit to like there. Now everything is blurry, huh? There we go. Yep, there we go. Cool. I seem to have caps lock on. Okay. All right. I thought about just leaving it blurred all the time, but it actually seems kind of annoying. You know, because like signals get blurred in the corner and stuff. And if someone's gonna send a coordinate, just heads up and I'll blur the screen before you send it. Is all.
Yeah.
That'll be the best way to go. Okay, so let's work on making a front of ship here. And I think I have an idea for this. Let's do some... I'm second guessing if I want to do what I was going to do. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do... do some ramps. We won't do some ramps because of the lack of interior plate. So I think we're going to do this, and then what if we do like steel beams in the middle, in the midst, this, or we could just start with that like that. That could be something. Could be something. Beam. Beam. Isn't there like a beam end? Yeah, there we go. Beam end. Hey, Bolt, how you doing?
I'm alright.
Trying to decide how I want to pull this off. Yeah, I think this will work. And we'll just go... chit-chit. And then... now this part... how much of this do I want to actually cover here? Kind of want this to go to some kind of a slope, but way before something like that. I don't know that I have a way to transition between these two though, so I think this one needs to go. Or do I want to keep it low? God, I got the sun in my eyes over here. So that it's not too high for these things. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to do a quick Discord thing. There we go. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So I'm thinking we can't do too much here because we got these solar panels sticking out. So what if we just do... And let's see, I should be able to... Okay. All right, so I kind of want to do like that kind of thing every so often, but get back to this, and I should have a... Yeah. All right, and then those are going to stick out, and that's fine. So we have this guy. Gives it a little bit of a shape to it. Kind of. I always think whenever I say things like, this has an interesting shape, that's really only just interesting to me. And it's actually like the same shape that I use all the time. And actually, I think I should probably cut out... What's right below these thrusters? Should I put more? Let's see, I can't... Oh yeah, I can. I don't know why I said that so northern midwesternly, but... Northern midwesternly. Okay, yeah, we should put more thrusters. Can we put more there? No, let's do them here. I'm just going to leave space for them. I'm not going to put them in yet. But I should be able to... Okay, so they're going to go there. Cool. That's good. So then that is that. What do we have in the... Oh, okay, cool. Give me my construction components. Yeah. A little bit square, but not the worst. I think that should be enough. Yeah. All right, this might look better when I give it a bit of a differentiating paint job, but for now it's not too bad. It's looking a bit more like aircraft carrier-y, even though you really shouldn't be landing on the solar panels. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. It's coming along. It's very... Yeah, I'm making it up as I go, so... It looks like it. Alright, so what's the middle going to look like here? I think we are going to want this to come out. We need to at least get this partially covered and kind of slope down in. So I think this is going to have to go... I guess we could have also integrated this spotlight better. This as long as I was doing stuff up here, but... Yeah, we'll keep it. Let's do something different in the middle. Let me go charge up. Okay. So if we throw that in there as well. We could maybe do another ramp. I do need interior plate. I should think about putting accessible cargo there. I think I will do that. How will I manage that? Because if we didn't like that, yeah. I mean, I guess I could leave these uncovered, but I would prefer not to. Let's do armor. Or we could do... we could do steel beams. And then these would still be potentially accessible like this. Does that block... If I spun this, would that block? No. Yeah, we could potentially do that, and then these would still be accessible. Yeah, why don't we do that? And then what if we do half block? Yeah, something like that. And then we'll fill in some stuff underneath it. I clearly have been hitting caps lock a lot today, and I don't know why. All right, cool. That gives me some leeway to do something in the middle here. We could do... so what might actually look cool is if we did the vents. The heat vent. Like this. Did just a whole bunch of them. Maybe like every other, like that, and then in between we could throw in some kind of something with an interesting side to it here. Why can't I scroll anymore? There we go. These are all just squares on the back, huh? Yeah, that could work. Yeah, I'm thinking that. Okay, I need interior plate. And some construction components, but I'll come back for those. Don't know why I flew so far away after explicitly saying I was going to leave these things available for myself to work with. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Do I want to just cover this all up? Or... potentially. Yeah, let's do that, but let's do it like... let's see, if we did it like that, then we could still see the... we could still see the... well, even if I did a full block, we could do that. Oh, I got someone new in the audio chat. Store Papa, how you doing?
Oh, hey, good evening.
Welcome. I saw you just joined the Discord a few minutes ago. You've been...
actually, I've been chatting. I'm one of your necromancers that's been chatting in the... because Google gave me your videos just a few days ago.
Okay, cool. Awesome. I do enjoy those. I'm never quite sure how to respond to them because I'm just like, I don't want to be like, hey, just wait, right? Just wait. But, you know what I mean? Like, I appreciate people being interested enough to leave the comments.
Yeah, if you read mine are, because I'm in chat as James. Most of mine are jokes or comments on the commentary of what you've been doing at the time. So it's
nice.
You know,
that works.
Have you finalized your blueprints on your lander?
The lander thing from like the last episode?
Yes.
That is not my ship. That was Nanav and Bolt Griffin each had one.
The Wyvern.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I mean the one that you're dropping off on every planet.
Oh, yes. I'm pretty sure I have. I might, when we get around to that part, we'll probably revisit the design a little bit. But yeah, it's for the most part fairly good. I've tested it in like I've dropped it on a couple of mountains, and it's managed to latch onto the sides, and then starts like a 50-kilometer signal with a bunch of lights and everything. Should make it launch fireworks. Now that I think about it.
Well, I was curious to see how many event controllers you were going to be using for things like, spreading the panels or doing other such.
It has. So what it does is it has an event controller for essentially being off until the mag plates lock onto something, and then as soon as they lock, then it basically activates everything. And then it has a sensor and hooked up to a broadcast controller that will send like a welcome message to anybody who gets close to it. I think, was there one more thing? There might have been a thing where I set up a special thing to do the... did I set up a thing to do the parachutes separate than the normal? I don't remember. I feel like I may have done a event controller to check altitude differently than the normal parachute algorithm thing. I don't remember if I did that or not, but yeah, it's there's a couple of event controllers in there.
It'll be interesting. I had commented on one of your earlier videos. I mean, I've done it, tried doing it before with people, and it's, the attrition rate gets very high after the second or third planet, so it'll be exciting to see you visit everywhere and do it.
Yeah, right? I hope it goes well. We might, I mean, I don't know if anybody else will get bored, but like this is my goal and my reason for being here. So I'm definitely going to go to each planet, and if everybody else wants to go to like one or two, that's totally fine. But I also know that the server only usually has like us and maybe like one or two other people on it, so it's not like a whole lot of people are going to be seeing it. But you know, if anybody is near a planet, they will see it because the signal covers pretty much the entire planet for the most part.
Yeah, this is the game with after your first couple
Energy
thousand hours,
low.
having goals is what you really need.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard coming up with goals, especially for like trying to make an interesting stream.
Well, the thing that makes your going to every planet is interesting is because there's an achievement for doing that. And it's one of those
Alright.
achievements that very few people have earned.
You know, I didn't even think about that because the achievement is like you have to do it all in the same world, right?
Nope, it's even easier than that. And I had thought you had to, Neil Armstrong the ground. You just have to be in the gravity well.
Oh heck.
And even that, there's a huge, it's surprising how many players have not been to every, vanilla planet.
Well, I'm pretty sure I've been to every vanilla planet at some point in my life. I have no idea if I have the... I would have to check and see if I got the achievement or not. Where is the... Don't we have like a truss thing? Truss pillar that's like a halfway truss? We have that one. Maybe not.
Energy critical.
I'm gonna run out of energy. And now I'm not. There we go. Yeah, I'm open to changing the design of the thing a little bit. Like I for the 4th of July, I added a fireworks launcher to the wing of my ship. And I think it would actually be cool if you were approaching it and it launched some fireworks when you got close to it. We're going to throw a little bit of uranium in it. It'll probably last like 2 weeks or more. So that'll be good. Let's see. We could do... I'm trying to come up with a something that looks interesting holding this spotlight in place, but I don't think they gave me the truss blocks that I would need for this. Yeah, they didn't. That's okay. I could use these things. Beam blocks. I need like a half. There we go. Yeah, cool. Now that kind of looks like it's supposed to be there. Alright, we're not going to worry about that for now. What did I do over here? Does this need to be... Yeah, we need to just kind of mesh this up with the edge. How well does this match this block? Not perfectly. Okay. Then I'm not going to worry about it. Let's see. What are we doing over here? We got that thing. Let's do... Yeah, let's just do this. And then leave it at that. All right. There we go. So if we don't look at the other half of the ship, that's closer to how I think it will look in the end. But it's going to be a constant evolution, I think. So it's looking better, though. It's looking better. All right, let's put some more thrusters on. Am I out of steel plate? It seems so. I think for reference, I think the little lander pod that I came up with we're calling it the welcome pod. Because you should feel welcome when you find it. All right, I wanted to kind of merge these two things a little bit as well. Let me think about that a little bit.
Have you considered putting wheels on it to absorb the shock when it hits the ground, and therefore call it the welcome wagon?
Well, naming puns aside, let me think about that, because what I kind of wanted to do is not move too much once it hits the ground. But, yeah, it could be. I'm gonna give you a token maybe, but actually it's probably not, no. We'll probably not do that. What if I did... That could go okay. There we go. Maybe. Maybe. No. No. No, no, no. This should be more like... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. A little bit better than nothing. I like that. Let's weld this up. Why did I do this on the side that I hadn't been working on yet? Oh well. Okay. We're still going with the fireworks out there. Yeah, okay. I'll let that build for a bit. I'm going to go charge myself up. How am I doing on oxygen? Oh, we're doing great. Doing great. The wrong way out the door. Okay. How are we doing on parts? There's one thing I hate, it's having to move a lot of large steel tubes.
That's when it's handy to either have a
Welding
grid
ship.
welder
Yeah.
or post yourself next to a cargo access and just turn, grab, turn, put, turn, grab, turn, put.
I am thinking I need to, once I get the other wings done, I'm going to, actually, maybe even before that, I should make myself a little welding ship. I've got a design for one I could build. Gotta remember if it has mods in the design or not. Yeet. It's the one that I built with the interchangeable, like, front during the, whatever I called the series right before when I was on Helgen. That was a cool little ship because it could go, it could just detach its whole front and then you would just grab a different set of tools. Let me guess. I am out of gold. Aren't I? No. I'm not entirely out of gold, but I will be shortly. So, I need to remember where I had a gold... Gotta go find a gold GPS. Alright, before I do that, I want to set up these heat vents. Let's say like 40. I don't know if that's a lot or not. Yeah, there they go. That's cool. Okay. These things don't use power, right? I don't think they do. These heat vents.
Yeah, they just eat a lot of PCU.
Oh, do they really? Did I just put 3 of them on? How am I, what am I on for PCU here? 5,000. I'm doing pretty good. I could always get rid of them if I need to. Or cut down on the number of them. Yeah. Alright, what did I say I was coming in here for? Renaming stuff and then going to find some gold. I really should go find the gold first so that it can be refining. Alright. Jump drive. Now my problem is I wasn't really keeping track of which one of these are closest. Probably this one.
Yeah, there's that gold deposit like 20 kilometers from uranium.
Now, let's see. Where is...
Find what direction it was.
This one is 1,857 kilometers away. So that is not the one that I want to go to. Let's see, this doesn't tell me distance, right? This is going to tell me which is... Because I don't even know where I am. Alright. How about gold 3? That one is also pretty far away. Alright, I'm gonna... Can you send me the gold GPS coordinate for the one that's nearby?
Yeah,
I'm
ready with
blurring...
blur?
I'm blurring the screen now.
3, 2, 1. There you go.
There we go. Alright. That one was called... Okay, I got you. Alright. Okay. Much better. I will be back. There's nothing here. Oh wait, is it right below me? Yeah, it is. Okay. There it is. Oh yeah, look at all that. There's a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm bringing the old lopsided ship over.
There's a few dents in it. That was me a little bit ago.
I am going to a what looks to be a pristine bit of gold here. It's hey man, you can just a fan there. You can feel free to give me any suggestions you want from the older streams. I am always up for whatever. If it's a good idea, you'll just see the implementation of it many episodes later, basically. All right, I went down too far. There we go. All right, did I lose all my camera setups? No, there we go. Okay. I can't tell what those pistons are doing anymore. Are they both extending? Yes. Okay. Good. All right. So, one thing I did here is people told me that when these drills are going, the camera gets too wibbly wobbly for them to not throw up, and I sympathize. So we're going to use this camera to get set up here. And then we're going to back up to this camera, which should be less wibbly wobbly. Oh, I hope I didn't just break the... See, and like a good example of watching the past episodes and then throwing suggestions out, someone, I don't remember who, someone who's probably still watching, maybe not right this second, but suggested a system for me to detect when the drills are damaged, or not the drills, but the pipeline from the drills into the ship. Because there was a time when maybe one or possibly more than once, when the piston absorbed some damage after the drills hit the rock, and the drills were fine, but the piston was broken, and so the drills were just destroying whatever I was mining because they were full. And that is why there are two tiny little lights on the tips of the drills that will turn on if the drills ever get completely full. Because that will mean they can't push their contents out. But it doesn't look like they're getting full right now, so I think we're in good shape here. Although I've never tested that, so I guess technically it could be broken, but let's just double check. Drills. Drills are all empty, and we are getting gold. Gold. That's silver. Gold. We're getting tons of gold. In fact, why don't we dump that straight into the refinery right now? I guess I could probably use some more cobalt, too.
You could just ask one of us for cobalt.
Yeah, I know you guys got a bajillion of everything. If I do actually run out of cobalt, I'll just ask you guys, because you don't use a lot of cobalt. At least at this stage of my building, you don't use a lot of cobalt.
I think anyone uses a lot of cobalt ammo.
Yeah, once you've got your cargo containers set up and your, like, atmo thrusters, I don't know what else uses a lot of cobalt.
Gravity components and thruster components. They eat a lot.
Thruster components, you say? The thing I'm trying to build, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, wait a minute. I gotta stop and read this. Could you add an event controller to switch the HUD screen between the crosshair and an image of an impacted space engineer to keep the gag running whenever you... Can you use event controllers to change which thing is on the screen? On a screen?
No, it can change other blocks, but not your crosshair.
You can put a transparent LCD and turn them on and off.
Yeah, I could put them...
Yeah.
in
So
front
you
of
have
each
like
other.
a holographic overlay.
Yeah. Alright, I think I've got... Oh! Well, that sounded like something broke. I might be testing out my emergency lights. Oh, wait. Oh, the emergency lights broke off. Well. Of all the things to break off...
It's the emergency lights.
Both emergency lights broke off. Well,
You know what you could do?
Oh dear.
You could get an event controller and a siren block and have it monitor that those lights are still working, and if not, sound an alarm.
yeah, it's... Apparently the, my piston did take a little bit damage, but it is not... It is still functional. Yeah, I guess if the lights are going to break before the piston, I could just check to see if the warning lights exist. Let's see. Yeah. It did transfer a little bit. Both piston heads took damage. But not the... But nothing else. Camera took a little bit of damage, which is fine. Now let's get these thrusters out of here. Come on. There we go. All right. So, you're saying if I need to make more thruster components, I'm going to need some cobalt, and I have... How much refined cobalt do I have, though? Oh, 1.2k. That'll last... no, I got a little more than that. Got, like 6... Yeah, okay, I've got... Might last me long enough to make these thrusters. Then I'm probably going to have to go out and look for some cobalt. And by look for some cobalt, I mean... Hopefully one of you dumps some cobalt in my connector.
Gonna be none of us. None of your business. He probably has more cobalt than me.
I just have a bookmark and pull it out of the asteroids as I need it.
Yeah, I'd have to go scouting around. All of my bookmarks are like almost 2 kilometers away.
Got a Bob cobalt if you need it.
Heading back. Yeah, I'll probably take you up on that, but not right now. Alright, I'm pretty far from the asteroid there. That's okay. Point myself into optimal charging position. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, immediately went back on your no comments comment, which is fine. Okay, so for the wings, could you color the panels to match the color of the blocks? So, I mean, technically the entire ship is one color right now, so this is what they look like when they are the same color as the blocks. They're just lighter. And I don't think I can actually match the blocks. I can't make them any darker than they are, I don't think. So I was thinking it would be better to have them be whatever accent color I eventually choose, so they'll probably actually stand out more. I don't think there's any good way to blend them in. Cool, almost done with this side. Oh. Okay, there we go. Let's get the other side welded up, and then we'll get everything hooked up in the control panel. And I will be just a little bit more maneuverable than before. One, two, three, four, five, six. Man, it is a long distance around all these wings. All right, so now the wait to build those components and see if we run out of cobalt or not. I should be fine. I should be fine. For now. Alright, so what am I going to use to cover these pipes? What if we did... I don't want to do paneling. Paneling's too... samey. Let's do... We could do... Could do like half beams like this. And go off of the... Oh, does this thing not have a... Oh, I don't have the thing. Okay. We could do that. Then you would still see the beam through it. Then would we bolt it down somehow, or would we... Or is that just kind of going to cause too much shadow? Probably not too much shadow. Or I could just do catwalk over it. That would also work. That might be better. Just, yeah, that's probably better. I mean, or I could put glass over it too. What kind of... Do we have new windows? I don't think any of them are going to be good. We don't have large grid barred windows. We have these half windows. I don't think that would look good. Okay.
There's the new scaffolding block panels.
Let's see. There should be a scaffolding like half block, isn't there? Yeah, here it is. Okay. Let me throw that in the thing here. So we could do... Yeah. Yeah, no. I'm just going to do catwalks. Cool, there we go. There we go. How am I doing on components for thrusters? Yeah, it just occurred to me. Do these thrusters burn through the beam blocks? There was like a beam block.
The 2x1 tip, most thrusters will clear through.
I mean, visually, like, yeah, the 2x1 tip, they are visually not blocking it, but I don't know, like, hitbox wise. The, like, half block slope might be a better bet there. I was just thinking about that. Is there a way to kind of smooth this in a little bit better? Yeah, okay. I'll think about that. What was I doing? Thrusters. I'm full. So close.
Oh yeah, the half-block passageways is the other one that I often use over thrusters.
Oh yeah, I've seen people use that a lot. Yeah, that makes sense. I was just trying to think if there was a more... If there was a... Well... Yeah, I was trying to think if there was more like a quarter block. In other words, like half... Like the half slope.
Energy low.
Which, maybe. I'm not going to test it. Not yet. Okay, that should be everything. Cool. Alright, what was the next thing on my list? Probably the shape on the sides of the thrusters and all of these catwalks.
So could cut that all out.
All right, what else could I be thinking about while those parts are building? Actually, how many more do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 6, 7, 8. So there's 10. I just put in 8. So that means we need like 12 more. Okay. Hope that will take care of it. Give me my tubes. Folks, if you're watching in the chat and you haven't put a like on the video, please consider doing that to help with the algorithm, which runs my life. Well, oh, almost. Yeah. Oh, I did get it all. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just died. It was self-inflicted. I assume that I hit this thing. Hmm. Okay, that's that half of the ship done. Now I'm trying to decide if what I should do with the back, because the back is not really the end of the ship, and I'm thinking I might actually make like a extend that out and end up making the back of the ship into like a portable welcome pod manufacturing bay where we could drop it. We could build it, drop it, make it all automated. Oops. Fly from place to place, get into the gravity well, drop it out the bottom, wait 10 minutes for it to hit the bottom. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's see. This is my ejector for stone. I might just turn that, point that straight down, and then extend. Let's see. We have not done anything with the bottom here, but I assume it's just going to mimic the top. I usually make the bottom of the ship really boring. Also got to find a place to put this ore scout. Nanav, do you want your ore scout back, by chance?
Don't think I have the PCU for it.
I might end up tearing it down and using its parts to build a portable welder ship. Then. Or doing some sort of conversion. I just need I don't have a good place to dock it. How long did it have power for? Like 5 years? Which I don't think
we
we
have a reactor in it, so if
Yeah.
you need it recharged, it'll recharge itself.
The reactor is outputting nothing. And it's got
just in the nose in front of the cockpit there if you need to track it down and put something in it.
Now we put some, before I went on vacation, we put some uranium in it. Yeah, it's got 2 to 3 years of power. 43 days to 3 years, depending on the moment. So.
And you could reattach a hinge and throw a large grid welder on it. That has quite a bit of cargo on its own.
That's true, actually. We could retrofit this.
Does the large cargo or large conveyor port pipe through to there? No, it goes small port to the cockpit and then cockpit port to...
Yeah, because it's directly connected to an O2 gen. So it's going to go... I'd probably just have to load the welder directly. Instead of going through the connector on the bottom. It'd be a little bit annoying, but not the worst thing. All right, I'll think about it. I still have to think of a place for this thing to dock at. Like a more permanent home for it. We could put it... We could slip it under here. I was kind of thinking this could be a docking place. Next to the solar panels. That could work. Or we could just latch it onto the side and it could just permanently hang off the side. That wouldn't be the worst thing either.
That's where you're parked now. Straight of the sun.
Oh yeah. I wasn't when I first got here. The sun moved.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, this is, for some reason, when I jumped back here, it put me like 1.5K away from the asteroid. But
for some reason, the game doesn't like putting people inside asteroids.
I don't know why. Sounds like a hoot. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I might just take it apart and build a different thing. Unless you want to take it and you take it apart and just get your parts back. Which I would be totally... Actually, that's what I would prefer, because I feel like I'm taking a lot of your stuff, but... If you don't want it, I'm happy to grind it down. Just
Go
build
for it.
build a couple grinders real quick. I'm not going to do it right now. I'll do it probably next time.
Yeah.
Alright, let me think about how the back of the ship is going to go. I am going to need piping, and this could be my piping for that, so that's good. Actually, what did this thing have settings? Probably throw out. Collect all and throw out. Okay.
Yeah, that's not even the pipe side of the O2H2 it's attached to. Okay.
Alright, I'm going to have to think about what I'm doing here, because that's going to be one... Yeah, we got to go one more. Come on. Bolt Griffin, what are you up to these days? In Space Engineer specifically. Being AFK, that's what he's up to. James, what are you up to these days in Space Engineers? Are you building something? Are you in the world right now, or are you not playing?
I actually ran into you. Well, I didn't run into you, but I saw you at one time on 6. But I took a break from the game after a year and a half, and for years I hosted my own servers. So
Oh, nice.
you have an advertisement thing that says don't discuss that, so I don't want to break that rule.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But it is interesting going back to the official servers, because it's the vanilla experience, which can be fun in its own right, you know.
Mm-hmm. That was one of the reasons I'd wanted to do this, because I've barely played vanilla at all. Like when I first got the game, which I got into Space Engineers in 2020, it was my, oh hey, there's a pandemic, let me look for a game to play, and it had just come out of early access, like it had just released, and so they were advertising it all over Steam. And so I've been playing since 2020. I think I probably played like one vanilla world for a couple of hours, and then I was like, okay, cool, let's mod this thing. And I don't, you know, so this is the longest I've played vanilla. Truly, I've played on other servers that were modded, but you know, so there's a lot of things about vanilla Keen servers that I am just not familiar with, like the, you know, what PCU does everything take up, and because I've never really had to worry about it. So interesting things like that. Which is,
I've always dealt with it from the server side. With the more that you do on the server, you can build as big as you want. Just be prepared that the bigger you build, the bigger the enemies are coming after you.
yeah.
And I've always found that was a good deterrent.
Because on like a lot of the servers, don't you have to you have to have a beacon in order to not get deleted, and then like the range of the beacon usually has something to do with the power output of the ship.
That is a setting that goes in one of the server scripts, especially if they're using Torch and they grabbed Essentials. There's a pre-built script, so if somebody's not a programmer and they grab a sample script, that's one of the things. But you really don't need to have a beacon. It's just it does one of the items searches for an object. So I mean, the object could be: is there a cockpit or a control seat, and is it fully functional and powered?
Yeah, that makes sense. Just it doesn't have to be a beacon. Just it has to be something for it to look for, to say, is this garbage or is this a grid that needs to stay? Right.
Well, yeah, because the problem that you have is that somebody's going to build something and a block's going to float away, and if you don't differentiate, you're going to wind up having hundreds of blocks laying all over the place that eventually pile up and kill the server.
Yeah. Makes sense. I'm trying to think of how far back I need to make this, so that if I expand it out, it doesn't get burned by this thruster. Large ion thrusters. How far back does the flame go? Like 2 blocks? 3 blocks?
I usually figure large 7 blocks, small 3 blocks. But I've heard with smalls, they're 2 blocks recently.
Yeah, I feel like they're
I
always
haven't trusted that yet.
they're always smaller than I think they are. All right, this is something I'm willing to test. Okay, let's say we go. This is 1, 2, 3 for large. Let's go out one more. Let's go 4. Because the visible flame is usually a little bit further than the actual damage.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Can I see it? Okay, 4 blocks. 4 blocks is no good. Okay. 4 blocks is too close. So, what about 5 blocks? Okay, 5 blocks seems to be the distance for large grid, large ion thruster. So I need to make sure that I'm just going to do this as a marker for myself, that we don't go further than that. Okay. Cool. So that'll be that. All right. Let me do these little side flourish things that I was doing on the thrusters, and then I'm going to call it a day for the stream, I think. What was I doing here? What is this thing? This is the tip. Transition tip. Okay. Do I have steel plate? For once I do. But also, why am I holding all these other things? It's always disconcerting when I find a bunch of pieces in my inventory, and I'm like, what was I trying to build? That I completely lost track of. By the looks of it, it was probably an extra catwalk. All right, so while I'm doing this, let me talk about my upcoming stream schedule. I am going to try to stream tomorrow with Pat doing Earth Defense Force. I have not coordinated with him yet, and I don't know what his 5th of July plans are yet, because I know around here in my town the official 4th of July fireworks show is actually tomorrow. So I will be going to that, and so I might be late starting the stream. Or it might get canceled entirely, so we'll just have to play it by ear. But it's going to be EDF and not Space Engineers, so... and to be perfectly honest, nobody watches the EDF streams. They are purely for me and Pat to have fun. So, if you all have other things to do, that's totally fine. But we are going to be trying out, at least as far as I know, trying out EDF 6 in like 2 weeks-ish when it comes out. Which I am really looking forward to. Let's see. I don't need all of these things anymore. I need to sort my inventory. Again, things are getting out of whack. I need to put them back into whack. And again, if you haven't liked the video in YouTube parlance, if you liked it in real life, consider liking it on YouTube. Because it does help with the old algorithm recommending me to people. I should mirror that in this little cubby hole here. It just occurred to me on the other side. That'll be for me to forget to do next time. No, let me do that now. It'll take me like a minute. I still got some time. If you want to be notified of when I go live, then consider subscribing. All the usual stuff if you know how YouTube works. I assume everybody does. Smash that like and subscribe button. Oops. Got a little red in there. Is that it? Did I get them all? Ow. Yes, I did. Ah, I knew I missed a spot. Here we go. Okay, here we go. That should be the last one. And I think I'm ready to call it a day. Let me take a look at the ship and just see if there's anything else worth doing real quick. I like the way it's kind of shaping up with the multi-layered platform approach. I might add a little bit more greeble on the top and some of these more flat spots, but that'll be later. Yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. I never did replace the emergency lights on the drills, but I'm hoping if I could do a drill ship next, if I can make that a priority, maybe even before I rebuild the other side, if I could make a mining / welding ship, then I could just take this drill thing off the front anyway, because it's kind of awkward to take such a big ship and go drilling with it, especially if the ore is deep. So, all right. Yeah, so I'm happy with it for now. I don't think... Yeah, we're getting decent light on the bottom side, even though it's slightly embedded. How are the back ones doing? Back ones are doing the same as the front ones. No, they're not. This one's yellow. That's okay. I kind of expected that. Cool. Okay. So I think we're in good shape here. I'm going to jump away to the old hiding spot. Actually, it's a different hiding spot each time, but... Thanks again, everybody, for watching. Thanks, folks in the chat. Much appreciated. And I will see you all next time. Have a good weekend. Happy 4th of July, Americans. Happy 4th of July, just as a regular day, non-Americans. And, yeah, take care, everybody.